Hello, good morning.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, and good morning, everyone. And thank you for joining the NGOffice 360 product launch. I believe we will be starting in a minute. So for the next hour, we are going to show you something we're genuinely excited about. One intelligent platform built to run your entire office, from HR and finance to projects and everything in between. And with that, I would introduce Bello Dallani to take us. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning and welcome everyone.
Good morning.
Before I say some good word about software, I want you to picture a Monday, not a special one, just an ordinary Monday. It is 8 a.m. Your team is arriving. Someone is signing a paper attendance register. Someone else logs into HR portal to approve leave request. Finance opens a different system for payroll. Procurement is yet on another platform to raise a purchase order. A manager is chasing a memo approval over WhatsApp, and the receptionist toggling between 5 browser tabs just to answer one simple question. Every one of these people is working hard, and every one of this system came from a different vendor, a different login, and different way of doing things. So let me ask you something. How much of your organization days is lost? Not to real work, but to switching between tools that were never designed to talk to each other. If that Monday morning felt familiar, then you are exactly the person we built this platform for. My name is Bello Kenkia, and I'm the CEO of Raza Technology Limited. For more than 10 years, I have worked closely with leaders of every kind: businesses, NGOs, schools, government agencies, and I can tell you the frustration I just described is not rare. It is the norm. Razatech has been building technology solutions since 2014. For over a decade of our mission, we have to say it is hard to do. Help people run better through software. We have built systems, solve problems, train people, and listen. We really listen to hundreds of leaders describe what slows them down. And in all this conversation, the same story kept coming back. Not one big dramatic failure, but 1,000 small ones. 12 subscriptions, 12 tools, data typed into one system, then retyped into another one. Report take 3 days to assemble because the numbers live in different places. And leaders, like many of you on this call, who cannot get one clear picture of their own organization because the picture is scattered across a dozen screens, a dozen tools, and a dozen ways of doing things. It is expensive, it is exhausting, and quietly, it is costing organization their best hours and their best decisions. We kept asking one simple question. Why should running an office require this many disconnected tools? Why should a growing NGO or a busy SME pay 12 platforms, maintain 12 vendor relationships, and still not have a single source of truth? The honest answer is it shall not. Organizations do not need more software. They need less software that does more. They need one place. That is why we built NGOffice 360. NGOffice 360 is one intelligent cloud platform that brings your entire office together: HR, payroll, attendance, leave, tax, projects, approval, procurement, inventory, finance, communication, reporting, under a single login, in single system with single source of truth. Not 12 vendors, not 12 places, but one. But integration alone is not the future. Intelligence is. And the intelligence inside NGOffice 360, we did not go with it alone. Our sister company, who are best in this field, help us integrate this intelligence we are talking about. So let me bring one person who can speak to this far better than I can, the CEO of Ether Intelligence, Bello Denkiwa. Bello, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Bello, and good morning, everyone. At Ether Intelligence, our entire focus is one thing: AI automation and intelligent systems. Everything we build is heavily AI-driven. You may already know some of our work, EtherView, for instance, which monitors entire farms using satellite imagery, tracking crop health across thousands of hectares. We do similar work in national security, in robotics, and autonomous greenhouses. So different fields, but the same idea runs through every one of them. intelligence that sees, decides, and acts in real world. Now, that same intelligence works inside your office through NGOffice 360. And it all comes in one of the platform's most exciting modules, I'll say, co-workers. So picture a virtual office where your people and AI work side by side in harmony. This is where Ether, our AI agent, lives. It's ready to answer your questions about the organization, read and draft your documents, automate your workflows, and turn data into decisions. Because the office of the future just won't store your information, it should understand it and help you act on it. And rather than just describe it, let us show you a short film that takes you inside coworkers and the platform as a whole. So, thank you.
And for work has waited on someone to be available, on something to be finished. So we asked a simple question: what if it did not have to? Today, the brilliance of your team is scattered across a dozen tools that do not talk to each other. Finance over here, projects over there, people waiting on people. The work is everywhere and nowhere in sync. Build something the world has never seen. One place where your entire organization comes alive. We call it NGOffice 360. Step inside and watch your company breathe. This is your office, and these are your people. Sarah, Leo, Amar, brilliant, human, irreplaceable. But look closer. Beside them, at their own desks, a new kind of teammate has arrived. Over Ether, Avicenna, your AI co-workers. They do not replace your team. They multiply it. While your people sleep, they keep working side by side around the clock. Sarah hands Ether a task. Draft 2 taglines for the new dashboard. 4 steps, 1 minute, done. Avicenna files the stand-up notes before the team even sits down. This is collaboration in the open on the same floor. And everything they touch flows into one living system. Finance, projects, people, documents, all connected, all current. One shared brain that remembers everything, so your team can focus on what matters. No more silos, no more waiting. Just one organization, finally, completely in sync. 8 tasks shipped before your coffee is cold. Documents filed while you were away. Milestones reached overnight. This is what it feels like when your whole organization is as one. Humans and AI, each doing what they do best. We did not set out to build another app. We set out to reimagine the workplace itself, a place that never sleeps, a team that never stops, an organization in perfect sync. This is the future of work. This is your AI human workers. This is NGOffice 360.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We wish this was live physically. The experience will have been way better than you are seeing it on the screen. I could stand here and list futures all afternoon. But this is not how you will fall in love with this. So let's do something better. Let me show you a single day from 8 to 5 in the evening inside the real organization running on NGOffice 360. And you watch how the chaos I described earlier in the day disappears. So let's begin the demo. This is a story, not a software tutorial. Meet Milky Way, a growing organization of about 7 people. It could be a small NGO, a startup, a school office, or a lean agency. It has the same moving part you have, the same deadline, and until recently, the same dozen of disconnected tools. Today, Milky Way runs on NGOffice 360. We will follow 5 people through the ordinary day and watch the work travel between them smoothly, seamlessly. Zainab, the program assistant, Nafisa, the HR manager, Amar, the finance officer, Osman, the operation and procurement officer, and Blessing, the executive director. Each does their part, and the platform carries it to the next person automatically. It is 8 a.m. Zainab, a program assistant, opens NGOffice 360. Zainab logs in the portal, and on her dashboard, she goes straight to clock in for the day. No paper, no queue at the door. What seems as difficult is now so simple. What she sees is a simple start view, her attendance, her leave, her tax, and nothing more. Role-based access. This means each person sees exactly what they need. One platform, one login, the right door for the right person. First, Zainab needs 2 days off. She opens the leave, sees her own balance, and pick the date for her leave. Simply, she submits. The request routes straight to HR. No form to carry, no email to chase, seamlessly. Then she raised a small finance request. Some office supply the team needs. She enters what it is for and the amount is going to cost. This request routes automatically to finance. 2 very different requests from one screen, each finding the right person. At 8:30, Nafisa, the HR manager, logs in. And Zainab request is already waiting in her queue. She didn't have to be told. In one view, she sees her leave balance and the team calendar, review the request, and forward it up to the executive director for the final decision. From Zainab to the HR to the executive in seconds with only few clicks and with everyone able to see where it stands. While she is here, Nafisa checks the whole office. One attendance view shows her the entire team. who is in, who is absent, who arrived late, and who was early. No walking the floor, no chasing a register. She can read the day at a glance. Oh, I can see Milky Way. They are having fun with logging into the attendance, and everyone is late. And here is the payoff of all the data living in one place. Nafisa runs payroll. Because attendance, leave, and HR are the same system. Payroll is calculated from real data automatically. What used to be a spreadsheet nightmare, reconciling registers, leave days, and salaries by hand, becomes review and approve. Fewer errors, far less time, everyone paid correctly. So now let's go to Amar. Amar the finance. Amar the finance officer logs in. Zainab expense request is already waiting for him. Not a retyped, not a lost. He views and he reviews it against the budget and send it up to the executive director for the final approval right from the screen. Just in a minute, all requests are on his desk. Then Amar turns to money coming in. He raises an invoice for a client and send them a copy without having to leave the platform. What does this mean? It means you no longer need to be generating one invoice to the other and having to keep track of all invoices. Using the system, you can easily send an invoice to a client and it sends it straight to his email. If you need to send it via WhatsApp, as people normally do, which is hectic, you can also download the PDF version and you send the invoice to the client. No separate accounting app, no email attachment to dig out, money going out and money coming in, both tracked in one place from the start. It is that easy. And it is supposed to be this simple. Integrating all systems in one place makes your work smoother, easier, faster, and allows tracking easily. Now, Blessing, the executive director, logs in. In one screen, everything that traveled up to her is waiting. Zainab leave request was forwarded by the HR. Her expense request from finance and Usman new project from procurement. Before we go to Blessing, let's go right back to creating projects so we can have a smooth story. This is one of the amazing scenes you are going to see. And this is one of the amazing moments you are going to see AI do what it does. Osman, the operations and procurement officer, has just won the organization a new contract. Instead of setting up a project by hand, he opens the project management model and simply uploads the award letter. Here is the real magic. And here is the future and intelligence that we have all been waiting for. The AI agent reads it, pull out the key details, and draft ready to go project. This is ETA, the agent from our AI partner and sister company, Ether Intelligence, do real work quietly inside your office. ETA is going through a scanned PDF copy of your award letter. ETA is pulling all the details, and ETA is planning the whole project phases, the activities, and the tasks. And at the top of all, ETA is also suggesting documents that will go along with this project, which you can simply generate. As you go along to set up the project, it already knows the time frame of the project. So you just need to select your start date. All the details of this project have been pulled by ETA. And Usman went along. He saved the project, submitted it. There are phases there of the project. ETA suggested 5 phases to this project just by reading the out letter. Imagine you give ETA the BOQ. Imagine you give ETA other details that it needs. These are suggested documents ETA is suggesting for this project. And you don't need to do it by hand. You can just ask ETA, generate this document, and it does. Let's not do too much of this. Let's go back to the executive director. As Usman sends the project. Blessing, the executive director, one of the payoff of the day. I have said payoffs of the day so many times because each bit of this project is amazing. It took us over 2 years to finally launch this project. And each day we have seen some problems we need to solve. But nevertheless, we needed to launch. What is coming in the future is far way better than what we have now. So I wish all of you will follow us in this journey. So here is Blessing. On clock in, Blessing, I think, already approved Zainab's leaves earlier. And also she saw the procurement request. So now Blessing is in project. She's having a look of the project that Usman just added, and she went ahead initializing the project. She can see the Gantt chart and the tasks and other activities in the project. She can assign a lead, who owns what, who leads what, and by when. The moment she does, each person gets notified and the work is there, from an award to a staffed project in a minute. Blessing can simply add a task on the Gantt chart. No need to leave the application. And this task goes straight to the staff she's assigning the task to. So every staff sees his task, just a click. Blessing add the task and sends to the right person. The right person simply get invited to that project, seeing all the timeline and seeing only what he is allowed to see within the project. Before Blessing rounds up, Blessing open coworkers. Another payoff of the day. This is intelligence. This is a digital twin of your office. This is what the future looks like. Blessing simply asks Ether, her executive assistant, for a summary of the week. Let's see what Ether says. In seconds, in plain language, Ether responded. With all the attendance, the leave, and any other question Blessing needs to ask Ether, she can simply add. And it doesn't just stop there. Ether is one agent out of many agents we have created. In your workspace, you can get a graphic designer, you can get a software engineer, you can get a project manager, you can get whatever kind of profession you think of. These agents are built with skills. These agents are built with precision, and these agents are here to work. Just like any other AI tools, these agents can do your work or do your work better. And because every organization works a bit different, Blessing shows us how easy workflow bends to fit. An approval step rerouted, a role adjusted, no developer, no waiting. The platform shapes itself around how Milky Way actually works, not the other way around. This means the platform can be reconfigured. If you do not have a finance officer in your office and you want all financial approvals to come straight to your office, that is easy. You remove one step. Leave request, that is fine. You can remove HR. I think can take a whole day trying to explain this system to people, but I will stop here with the little demo. And let's come back to where we started. We began with an ordinary Monday. Thank you, Milky Way, for presenting. We will let you go. Thank you. I think Milky Way is excited as I am, and they didn't want to let the screen go. So, back to where we started. We began with an ordinary Monday morning. Fragmented, expensive, exhausted. All tools that do not talk to each other. Data typed in 2 different places, and data typed multiple times. Report that don't talk to each other. Leaders who cannot see their own organization clearly. You have now seen an alternative, one platform, one login, one source of truth for HR, payroll, attendance, intelligence, and everything in between. You have seen Ether, an assistant that understands your data and automatically gives you what you need that moves you forward. So let me be direct about what this means for organization. It means cost saving. It means efficiency, productivity, automation, integration, security, scalability, and it means AI-powered future. Not someday, but starting now. Well, Technology Limited, this is our commitment for more than a decade. We have helped organizations transform through technology, and NGOffice 360 is the fullest expression of that mission. We did not build it in a lab. We built it from years of listening to exact frustration many of you live with every single day. So here is my invitation, and it comes in 2 parts. First, if today felt like we were describing your organization, register for NGOffice 360 at ngoffice360.com and let us set up a live demo with your team. Secondly, if you rather grow with us, next month, we launch the NGOffice 360 partner platform, a way for partners to earn by bringing organizations to NGOffice 360. Whether you are a consultant, a reseller, or simply well-connected, this is your chance to build a business on top of ours. If that excites you, reach out to us. Register at partner.ngoffice360.com or send us an email at contact@ngoffice360.com. The links will be in the message, and the email will also be in the message. And if you know another leader, an NGO, a business, an entrepreneur, a school, agency, who is drowning in disconnected tools, share this with them. The smarter way to run office should not be a secret. We started with a simple brief. the organization do not need more software. They need one intelligent place to run everything. Today, that place exists, and it is called NGOffice 360. Thank you. Now, let's build the future together, and I would love to take some questions for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you.
Right. Please, if you have a question, you can raise your hand and we will call you to the stage and you can ask your question.
If you have a question, you can please raise your hand and we will let you in. Thank you.
All right, Haruna Hamid. Do you think you can you mute your mic? Can you unmute, sorry, and ask your question? Or do you need some, Ahmed, can you check please if we have to activate the video and mic?
You can unmute it.
All right then, please, Mr. Haruna, you can go ahead. Okay, I think he just lowered his hand, so we'll move to the next person, Mr. Jabir Jibril. Please, you can unmute and ask your question.
So thank you so much, and good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the NG team for the wonderful presentation. So for me, the question is, for some of us that have worked in some organizations, I really like this, and it's impressive for me. But my question is just to ask, so what will be the distinction? Is it more of an HR tool or a finance tool? What I mean is, in most of organizations, we have maybe a tool where we sign in attendance separately, and then we have the finance people will have their tools that they use for payment platforms. Like I know some organization I've worked in, they use things like QuickBooks, and then I know where I am currently, we're using BW. So what's the difference between this tool and then the other finance tool? Or is it that this one encompasses everything? If it does it mean that it has a separate platform where we can do attendance, separate platform where we can do payment in terms of uploading payment directly to the banking platforms, and you can be able to make payment? Thank you so much once again for coming up with things like this, and I think it's a welcome development.
Thank you so much, Haruna. And thank you for your question. So as stated,
Sorry, this is Jabir.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Jabir. As you stated the question and you partially answered it along the way. So this is a platform that allows organization to run all their tools in one place, right from the HR, the finance, the tax, the project management, and other activities. And that is why it's Office 360. So it's a holistic approach to seeing how we seamlessly and efficiently manage an office. And because we have seen many challenges, you are having a HR tool which is a different application, and you need to clock in on that HR tool. And then the HR people need to download the attendance at the end of the day to give to the finance for your payroll. And the finance need to download their finances to give to project department for analysis and also their own statistical presentations. So it doesn't need to be so. We created a system that looked at all these things and solved the problems at a go. So you can soon make payment even using our system. We are working on integrating microfinances. So at a click of a button, once you are paying a vendor, it goes right from the system. You don't need to start using other applications again to make payment. So that's why I mentioned what is coming is even more exciting than what is already done. I hope this answers your question.
Yes, it does, but just a follow-up, because I know most of these platforms, they are a bit specific. Like I know where in an organization we're using straight to bank for Standard Chartered. There's the one that Access have. So it's good that you mentioned that you're integrating microfinance bank, because the question is mostly they are only routed. Most of these apps are only routed to one bank, and it's good that you are integrating it. And I really like it, where I don't need to, like, even where I am now, I need to sign into Okta for travels, I need to sign it to BW for payment, I need to sign in this for attendance. So it's really good if I can sign in into one app and I have everything integrated. So once more, thank you so much for this. Over from me.
Right, thank you very much. So I see there are some questions on the chat as well. So maybe we'll do one audio and one from the chat. So I see Mr. Anas Yazid has some questions. I'll read. He said, excellent work. Here are my questions. Number one, does the office floor plan reflect the client's architecture? The second question, we use filing systems for projects. Do you have something like that? So you want to take that? Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much for the question. What's the first question? Yes. So yes. So we created a workflow, so which is in the settings, and we allow you be as flexible as you can, because working with so many organizations, we have noted that each organization have a way they do their things and process they follow to do their things. Or the floor plan. Yes, so the floor plan doesn't follow an architecture of the client, which is in the core workers, right? But in the future, not in the future, we already have that considered, and we have already developed part of that, a customized floor plan that you can easily set up your own office the way you want it and have the reception where you want, have the main office wherever you want. And we wanted releasing this feature today, but we had to postpone this because it's a lot of work working with the floor plan, but we want to give you something good and something amazing. So, and I hope before the year runs up, you'll have that in your workspace. Yes, so for projects, In the project model, there is a document keeper. So you have all your files there and who put in the file there, and you can sort it by the departments. And also in the co-workers, we have a filing system. Whoever is working on any other file you can open the file depending on your access. So everything is access and permission. You can view the files. In the next few months, we are also releasing a document management system, which will bring files from all the model into a single model. Hope that answers your question.
Mr. Bello, I think some people were lowering their hands, but please, you can keep it up. We'll definitely call you to the stage. The next person is Ibrahim Kankia. Mr. Ibrahim Kankia, please, you can ask your question. Thank you.
Congratulations once again. This innovation is wonderful. Unfortunately, you have already answered my question. It was about the integration of the platform with the banks. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim. I think the next person is Mr. Frederick Atenaga. Please, you can go ahead.
Me? Checking if I'm audible.
Hello, Mr. Frederick. Go ahead, yes, you are.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for this amazing product. I think, if you permit me to say, it's about the first of its kind indigenously. I have a very quick question, and that has to do with migration. For some of us that are already using something currently, although quite expensive, and we see this affordable, is there like a very simple migration process that we can do from our existing platform to this platform, probably by just moving an Excel sheet to this? Over.
All right, thank you, Mr. Frederick. I will take that. So we are currently building that, and when you reach out to us as a client and you need a migration to be done from your current existing products or platforms you are using, we need to sit with you, understand the type of data and the type of platforms you are working with, and we can easily back up that data, move it to our system, set it up for you, and you'll be able to continue where you left off in the other products. So I think that answers the question. Or... Yeah, Mr. Frederick. All right. So
it does. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So the next person is Mr. Abdullahi Abbas. Oh, sorry. Actually, I think it's first to last. I think Mr. Bello Umar has been on the list for a while, so maybe he'll take his questions first. Apologies, Mr. Abdullahi. Mr. Bello Umar, please unmute and go ahead.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. My question is directly linked to the last speaker, and I'm not looking at it from a point of view of migration. It's more of integration. I got off the call briefly. I don't know if there was someone who was asking something similar, saying in previous places where he worked, there are disjointed systems for attendance and QuickBooks and finance, HR, and all of those. So for me, I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I have had very nice experience with some HR tools, some attendance management tools, and some finance tools that are currently working in my organization. And they have their own peculiarities, likewise this product. And I understand that most products that are being developed is in form of an ecosystem where you have everything that solves all of your problems in most cases. But is there a possibility of actually not directly migrating and dumping one system and legacy data and all of that to actually integrating, even if it's just some parts? Because when Bello was speaking, the very key word that I held on to was the issue of single point of truth. Now, in some cases, it's not just that one is using a platform or another software. It's the fact that one has local data that they might not necessarily want to be, I don't know, fully migrated or uploaded onto anything new, but they would want some touch points. So I know it might complicate things, but it will be very assuring to hear that there's a possibility that I can pick a couple of modules or work in sync with what is already existing. Some are even in-house, inbuilt. For example, I do project management. I'm in construction. We have a tool in-house that does estimates for us, quick estimates, not BOQ, but we just describe what exactly the project is about within that construction, and it uses our legacy data to come up with an estimate. So from there, it moves to invoicing. I would want a situation where I don't have to dump that because there's been a lot of investment. The institution has lent around that particular tool. So that's basically my questions to concern. Thank you.
We have solved that issue that you are facing because the system is fully built as a modular system. So you get to subscribe to each module that you are interested in. So if you are only interested in a project management module, you subscribe to it. But as a free subscription, once you register, you get the co-workers, you get some tasks and reports coming with the system, and I think the office, or was it HR management. But for other modules, you might have to subscribe to them separately. And if you are not interested in any of them, you can easily not subscribe to it. So it's already built as a modular system for issues like this. So thank you. I think we will show you the page. Usman would share his page now just to see how it looks like. So you only subscribe to what you're interested in. So you can keep your own maybe finance system, and you can use the other modules in NGOffice 360.
Okay, sorry that I'm just going to jump in because possibly if I type the message, you won't see it. So while that's excellent, thanks a lot for that. I'm thinking of the possibility of then a link or an integration between the module that I subscribe to on NG360 and my own legacy platform. I know it might be tricky, but if that flexibility is there, it's going to make this very, very excellent.
Yeah, so I think we'll take that as a note for the moment. But the vision for NGOffice 360 is to, as Bella earlier mentioned, to have one single source of truth. So probably we'll look into integrating other platforms into the system. Yes, so we might need to have some partnership with those organizations because this might have some, other, issues regarding, access and permissions with those organizations. So we might have to look into that more, carefully. So I think we're running out of time. This is meant to run for just an hour. So maybe, do we take one more question or we call it a day for now? Maybe you can leave your message chats, the questions in the chat, and we will answer it privately. Is that okay? All right, so thank you very much. I think not to keep people here.
Google form to send in the link so that they can send their questions.
Okay, so there will be a Google form created and it will be shared with everyone through the chat. So So please, if you have any question, just stay back and fill up the Google form. Thank you very much. I will hand over to Mr. Bello Kankia as we have passed our time. Thank you. We don't want to keep people.
Thank you very much, Bello. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. We have a lot of hands here and we have a lot of questions on the chat, but we cannot do it all in 1 hour. So please, our contact is there. Feel free to reach out to us for any further conversation. We are also open to more ideas because this system was built for you people, and this system was built for your organization to run smoothly. Reach out to us and let's discuss. Reach out to us for partnership and also reach out to us for a demo. The link has been shared in the chat. Please, any further question, just drop it there and we'll get to you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining and do have a nice day. Thank you.
I want to change the location of my picture, my frame. When